Hello everyone. This video demonstrates where and how to download your files of MARC records, as well as discuss file naming conventions and retentions in My Files. You have set up to receive emailed reports for your MARC records, which also serves as a notice that your records are ready for download. There are two ways to download files of records for your library. One way is via My Files within the WorldShare interface. The second way is via SFTP, or Secure File Transfer Protocol. If you choose to use SFTP, contact OCLC support in your region to request a username and password. This video will focus on downloading your files of records from My Files. Let us briefly discuss how to identify the types of records in your files by understanding how the files are named. In general, a file of records begin with metacall and your institution's OCLC symbol, followed by the designation for the type of records, which can be new, deletes, merges, etc. Next, you will find an abbreviation denoting the frequency of output, which is D for daily, W for weekly, etc., followed by output date of the file to include the year, month, and day. Next, you find the timestamp of when the system collected the records, which is represented in Eastern Time and follows a 24-hour clock to include the hour, minutes, and seconds. Files are output in groups of no more than 100,000 records per file. If the same output requires more than one file, then successive file numbering is used to designate the file as one of multiple files output of a set of record type. Last, file extension MRC is used for output of records in MARC standard, and XML extension is used for all other standards. An example of a file of records for library TSE with new records output daily on October 28, 2022 at the 11th hour, 30 minutes, and 25 seconds. File 1 of this set and output in MARC standard. To begin downloading files of records in WorldShare interface, click Metadata, then click My Files. Under My Files, click the Downloads button to display your library's available files under the Records and Reports tab. For each file of records, you see the name of the file, including the type of file, for instance, whether they contain new records, deleted records, updated records, etc., the file size, the date the file was posted. Files are retained for 90 days, and you can download a file as often as needed within those 90 days. Notice that some files have a zip extension. Collection Manager Fundamentals compresses output files older than 7 days to improve performance. Your library's downloaded files within the last 90 days are automatically hidden. Uncheck the Hide Downloaded Files option to see all your library's files, including any files already downloaded. Use the arrows to sort your files by name, or use Filter By to refine list of by types of file you want to download. To view only files of, say, new records, select to filter by that file type. To view and then download only files for new records. Click the Download button under the Action column that corresponds to the file that you want to download. The system processes your request, then Download box appears from your browser, and then depending on your browser and its setup, you'll be prompted to open or save the file for later. Click OK to confirm that you want to save the file for later. Select the location to save your downloaded files from Collection Manager Fundamentals. Once the file download is complete, you are back in My Files, Records and Reports tab to download additional files. Notice the file you just downloaded now shows the date that it was downloaded. To understand the criteria for transaction types of records, why a record is included in your file of records, etc., visit the help page Understand Record Processing for Fundamentals for more information. More detailed explanation of the different types of reports as well as how to access these reports can be found on the help page Understand Reports Fundamentals. If you need additional help, please visit https://help.oclc.org for documentation, training, and contact information for OCLC support in your region. Thank you.